I saw the first episode of the second season. Terrific.
Yeah?
Yeah. Seems to be the story getting a little bit more darker than the first season. Is that right?
I think that's pretty fair to
I
say
think
that.
every single storyline is just a little bit darker and edgier and grittier, and I think a lot of characters are going through some troubles.
I think what this season is doing particularly is, while still covering obviously each story, spending more time with each character to allow their psychological elements to come out more. So it's more about relationships between characters, and as a result, it gets more intense.
And that's my next question. I think the structure of a TV series, it works much better with the material. Do you know what I mean? Comparing a movie, a full-length movie. I think for me, seeing the TV series, you have the chance to empathize with the characters and to see the development of them. You know what I mean? To be more involved with that. I don't know if you agree with me.
Well, we have the time to do it because there's,
Exactly.
however many 8 episodes in each season. So there is time to take the time to explore all that, which is great for us as actors. That's what we do. It's what we like to do. So,
And I think from an audience perspective as well, it's digestible in a way that, a 3-hour movie, it's quite hard to sort of sit down for that amount of time, whereas an hour of kind of high octane, Lord of the Rings, it's digestible. And I think I've never experienced doing a second season of a show before. So to sit with a character for that long deepens our understanding of the people that we're playing as well. So it's a deep privilege as well for us.
yeah.
Well, what happened with Tolkien fiction that still is relevant nowadays, and people can be into the fiction, new generations, you know what I mean, discovering the fiction.
I know.
What happened with the material on your own perspective?
Well, in terms of discovering it, or in terms of how we came across it? It was, well, for me, I loved Tolkien as a kid. And I think, like many of us, often it's The Hobbit that you read at school, or maybe, you come across it, someone says that's often the first stop with Tolkien, is The Hobbit. And then I read The Lord of the Rings. I was 8 or 9. It's quite hard going at 8, 9 to read Lord of the Rings. It's that thick.
It got bold.
Yeah, but I read it.
Were you made to read it?
And then I
Or were
tried
you
the
sort of-
Silmarillion, but that was too much. I couldn't. But I revisited Silmarillion later, and then I was quite obsessed. I had Tolkien. I had Lord of the Rings wallpaper,
Oh my God.
and I wrote a play.
Really?
The Lord of the Rings.
I did not know
Did
this.
you stage the play
No.
in school?
No,
We should
Just
stage
wrote
it.
I don't know
Let's
if
get it
I
on.
don't think I've got the script anymore. But I remember typing it. I had a typewriter, typing it all out, and I was going to play Sam, so I thought that was the best part.
It is the best
Cool
part.
story.
Unsung hero, I think.
Unsung hero. Yeah, I like those.
But I think the reason why it's so relevant, and a reason that I'm so sort of attached to Tolkien, is I think the stories are so hopeful. There's these fantastical worlds, monsters, creatures, problems, but yet there's this sense of optimism. And I think that's why people are so attached to Tolkien, why they keep coming back to Tolkien, and that's why the fan base is so strong, and something that I also love being a part of.
Yeah, that's very true about hope.
Yeah.
It's a very good point.
I had the opportunity to be in Comic-Con, and I can imagine being yourself watching that on the big screen. You know what I mean? To shoot that, like a year and a half ago or something like that, and then seeing it, you know what I mean, with the audience screaming,
Yeah, and that's the first time we saw it. Seeing that trailer that day with that audience, or however many 6,000 people in that hall. Sorry, I think it's my phone. I'm terrible, sorry. It was extraordinary. I mean, because it was this colossal screen and all this material, we'd never seen, and we've never seen what each other. We're all in our own worlds in this show. You don't see what your friends are up to for those 2 years or however long it takes to film it.
But it seems to be a very close cast, you know what I mean? There's a sense of community, in you guys.
There is.
Even that you don't shoot with, the whole actors.
I think that's a lot to do with New Zealand.
Yeah.
We started in New Zealand in a very difficult time for the world.
Being trapped in New Zealand was...
We had COVID, and we were there, and we couldn't, no one could come to us. We couldn't go anywhere. So that brings you together as a group, and that's served us so well for going forward, particularly for the second season.
Did you travel to Spain also? Did you shoot in Spain?
I didn't.
But I think the Numenorians shot in Spain. But my storyline was in the Southlands.
You were in the mud.
I was always muddy this season. Yeah.
The muddy season.
Muddy, and it was always nighttime. Whenever I was shooting, that was lovely as well.
Yeah, you must have enjoyed that.
I never saw
night and
daylight.
mud.
I saw the light.
The perfect combination, night and mud. Thank you very much, guys, and welcome to Mexico City.
Thank you. It's great to be here. Thank you.
Thank you.